100 of these shirts are going to be made. They're all going to be signed by me. The first 25 will get a personalized video.
That is BigDaddyGG.com. Go over to BigDaddyGG.com. Get yourself some merch. Big Daddy Gary Goodrich, thank you for the commercial. Those 25 shirts have to be sold out by now, but guaranteed he's running a new promo. And you'll be able to get some signed merch and personalized stuff from Gary. He's a good guy. He'll hook you up if you send over the payment.
I know there is some new content coming out with Gary where he sat down with Aaron Weiss and Mr. Don Fry. That footage is coming out very soon, and I mean, you can only imagine the conversation between those two. Don Fry is a gem amongst men.
The manliest man of all men.
Unbelievable. Well, could you imagine what he would look like without that fucking mustache, though?
Don Fry here to just take over your whole podcast.
Unbelievable. All right, so Brady,
what's up?
You're familiar with bare knuckle?
Yeah, I've done it a few times.
No, not to yourself. I meant the bare knuckle fighting championship, not birding off. I meant bare knuckle fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my hands fucking. I can see that. People can see the boxer breaks.
Well, that's because you have
frail hands.
It's because you have a platter on your knuckle,
dude. I punched a guy with a head the size of yours once, and I heard pop, and my hand was in a cast like this for 6 weeks.
Yeah, because you got the hands of a titmouse.
Yeah. Fucking smashed them that day. Had to get the knuckles realigned. Ugh.
Extra points to anybody who can write in. What is a titmouse?
Well, what's a work? Bare knuckle fighting?
Bare knuckle fighting is definitely definitely a work. So they've decided, listen, you know how hyped we are on bare knuckle fighting around here. Love it. Absolutely love us some bare knuckle fighting. It has gotten to the point now where other bare knuckle companies, I mean, Jorge Masvidal has his bare knuckle MMA stuff, right? His game bred stuff. You've got other guys doing dirty boxing. You know, Mike Perry has the dirty boxing stuff, right? Where he had Yoel Romero fighting. But bare knuckle, they were the ones that kind of stepped aside from everybody right out the gate, you know, and made a name for themselves. And they've got one Conor McGregor involved with them. And despite all of the stuff that's going on lately with Conor, the owner of the company of Bare Knuckle, has decided that he's supposed to be making an announcement anytime now about a giant 8-man tournament, I believe they were saying, kicking it old school, right? Forget this. The amount of $25 million. Now, Brady, let me ask you this. Would you bare knuckle fight Mike Perry, and knowing that you may have to fight 3 other guys after that for $25 million?
What's the purse to just fight, period?
No. It's all or nothing.
No. Because I ain't going to fucking wing it. I'm not going to get past Mike Perry in 30 seconds, let alone a fight. Unless he trips and falls on a banana peel and, breaks his neck on the stool like he's $1 Million Baby.
Hopefully he pulls a Ferguson on the way to the ring.
Yeah, fucking trip over that cord, motherfucker.
So here's the question, as well. It's like, what are you going to determine with this tournament? Like, how are you going to determine who's going to be in this tournament? We haven't heard from Mike Perry in quite some time.
Yeah, well, no, he was on Ariel Helwani this week. He just wants to fight.
But he's got his own boxing thing going.
Well, yeah, because he fucking started beef with Conor McGregor by not knocking out Jake Paul, apparently.
Well, listen, I don't know if that's really good karma for Conor.
Where do you think that $25 million purse is coming from?
Well, rumor has it that it was going to be coming from. Are you ready for this one? You ready? Conor McGregor.
Yes.
Maybe, ladies and gentlemen, maybe that's what the holdup is right now, because with Conor's legal issues, that he's got going on right now, maybe that 25 million. I mean, Dee's got a new kid on the way. She's always pregnant, it seems like. So Connor's starting his own fucking boy band pretty soon here.
She's a gem.
You'd have to be.
Look, it's going to be 24 and 3/4 mil by the time that this is done.
Motherfucker.
You're taking too long.
You are a
I seen the setup, and then you fucking started talking about
You-
and all this shit. Pull
Listen.
that rug right out from underneath you, Aladdin.
I hope you hit your forehead on the bottom of the coffee table walking into the living room later. You fucking
You see
small
that?
person.
See that?
What? That's amazing. For those of you that don't know, Brady has put on all of the clothes in his house because he's moving and doesn't want to put them in the suitcases.
I'm getting
So he
fat
decided
from-
to layer. Bro, you got 6 layers on right now.
No,
You
I
got
got
6
a
layers of
t-shirt
clothing.
and a fucking crew neck on, dude. Look at a t-shirt
Uh-huh.
on under this.
Yes, and what's underneath that? 3 wife beaters.
6 jackets.
We call them that.
2 hoodies. No, I've actually been putting weight on. I think I finally, like, when I turned 40, I noticed that I had hips, and I was like, wait a second, I've been scrawny my whole life. What the
Oh,
fuck is
I've
going
noticed
on?
you've had hips for a while now, sunshine.
Settle down, Bert. Do we have any names announced yet for this?
Nothing has been announced yet. I think they're trying to finalize all of that stuff. I think that a little bit of a hiccup, a little tope in the road, as they would call it south of the border, is this whole thing with Conor McGregor. And I'm sure that he's probably got to count a couple of pennies here and there, before figuring this whole thing out. But let's say this whole thing gets worked out. Let's say it actually happens. Let's say they come up with the money someplace. I, for one, am excited to see how this whole thing would play out, because we've seen guys go into there with these bare knuckle fights and not be able to come out of one fight without just being completely hamburger faced. Right? Could you imagine if they're going to try to do this like a one-night tournament? Are you kidding me?
They can't. There's no athletic commission. There's no athletic commission in the world that's going to let that happen, because even if it did happen, let's say the athletic commission said, okay, we'll let it pass. First 2 fights in, their eyes are going to be hanging out.
Yeah.
Once the swelling kicks in and you go
Oh,
back,
that's what I'm saying. Once they go back and sit for a fucking 20 minutes or 40 minutes.
This is a 6 month to a 1 year tournament.
Well, okay. So then there's my question for you then on this one. Do you think that this will end up being something along the lines of what fucking PFL does? You know what I mean? With their tournament, that's like, oh, this is a season, right?
Yeah,
so now we're going to do a big.
Used to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And if that's the case,